Our faces tell a story. They reflect our ancestry, our emotions, and increasingly our diets. Yes, you read that right. What we eat is changing the very shape of our faces. The modern diet, laden with ultra-processed foods and soft textures, is having a profound impact on our facial structure, particularly the jaw. This essay will explore how this dietary shift is leading to jaw shrinkage, dental problems, and a host of other health issues. For generations, humans consumed a diet primarily composed of hard, fibrous foods. This required significant chewing effort, which in turn stimulated proper jaw growth and development. Today, our food has become softer, more processed, and requires less chewing. The consequences of this dietary shift are becoming increasingly apparent. Studies now show a correlation between the consumption of soft, processed foods and smaller jaw sizes. This is particularly concerning for children whose facial structures are still developing. The lack of chewing stimulation during crucial developmental years can lead to a condition known as jaw shrinkage, where the jaw does not reach its full growth potential. The implications of this trend go beyond aesthetics. Jaw shrinkage can lead to a host of dental problems, including overcrowding, misaligned teeth, and bite issues. It can also affect speech, breathing, and even sleep quality. The link between diet and jaw development lies in the mechanics of bone growth. When we chew, the muscles in our jaw exert force on the jawbone. This force stimulates the bone cells to grow and remodel, leading to a larger, stronger jaw. Conversely, when we consume foods that require minimal chewing effort, the jaw muscles are not adequately engaged. This lack of stimulation sends a signal to the bone cells that growth is not necessary, resulting in a smaller jaw size. Research has shown that children who consume a diet primarily composed of soft foods have weaker bite forces and smaller jaws, compared to those who eat a diet rich in hard, chewy foods. One study published in the Journal of Orthodontics found that children who regularly consumed hard foods, such as raw fruits and vegetables, had a 25% lower risk of developing malocclusion, a condition characterized by misaligned teeth. The rise of ultra-processed foods has further exacerbated this issue. Ultra-processed foods are often designed to be hyper-palatable and easy to consume, requiring minimal chewing. These foods are often low in fiber and nutrients, further contributing to poor jaw development and overall health problems. Chewing is not merely a step in the digestive process, it is a fundamental activity that shapes our facial development. The act of chewing engages a complex network of muscles in our jaw, face, and neck. These muscles work in concert to break down food, mix it with saliva, and prepare it for digestion, but the benefits of chewing extend far beyond digestion. Chewing stimulates saliva production, which contains enzymes that aid in digestion and protect our teeth from decay. It also helps to exercise the jaw muscles, strengthening them and promoting proper jaw growth. Moreover, chewing plays a crucial role in stimulating the brain. The act of chewing sends sensory information to the brain, which helps to improve blood flow, enhance cognitive function, and even reduce stress. Beyond the mechanical forces involved in chewing, nutrient imbalances in the modern diet also contribute to facial structure changes. One such imbalance is the low intake of potassium, a mineral crucial for overall health, including bone health. Potassium plays a vital role in regulating blood pressure, muscle function, and fluid balance in the body. It also works in tandem with other minerals, like calcium and magnesium, to support bone density and strength. Unfortunately, the modern diet is often deficient in potassium while being excessively high in sodium. Processed foods, a hallmark of modern eating habits, are typically low in potassium and high in sodium. This imbalance can disrupt the body's delicate mineral balance, potentially affecting bone health and, indirectly, facial development. Section 5. Expert opinions. A growing concern. Experts in various fields, from orthodontics to nutrition, are raising concerns about the impact of modern diets on facial structure. Dr. Mike Mew, a consultant orthodontist, has observed a significant increase in children with jaw development issues, attributing this trend to the prevalence of soft, processed foods. Similarly, Professor Francis Hughes, a leading researcher in craniofacial development, warns that the modern diet is creating a generation of children with underdeveloped jaws and a higher risk of dental problems. He emphasizes the importance of encouraging children to eat a variety of hard, chewy foods to stimulate proper jaw growth. These concerns are echoed by nutritionists and dietitians who highlight the broader health implications of a diet dominated by processed foods and lacking in essential nutrients like potassium. The consensus is clear: dietary choices have a profound impact on our facial development and overall well-being. Section 6, From Hard to Soft, the shift in dietary habits. To understand the magnitude of the issue, it's essential to examine the stark contrast between traditional diets and modern eating habits. Our ancestors, who relied on hunting, gathering, and early forms of agriculture, consumed a diet vastly different from ours today. Their food was primarily composed of unprocessed, whole foods that required significant chewing. Meats were often tough, requiring tearing and grinding with teeth. Vegetables and fruits were eaten raw or minimally cooked, preserving their natural fiber and crunch. Grains, a staple in many traditional diets, were consumed whole, demanding substantial chewing effort. This dietary pattern, characterized by its hardness and chewiness, provided the necessary stimulation for robust jaw development. Over millennia, this dietary influence shaped our facial features, leading to well-defined jawlines and properly aligned teeth. The Industrial Revolution brought about significant changes in food production and consumption. Processed foods, designed for convenience and shelf stability, began to replace traditional whole foods. This shift towards a softer, more processed diet has continued to accelerate, particularly in recent decades. Section 7. The rise of processed foods and their impact. The proliferation of processed foods has fundamentally altered our relationship with food and, consequently, our health. Ultra-processed foods in particular have become ubiquitous, often marketed as convenient, affordable, and appealing alternatives to whole foods. These foods undergo extensive processing, stripping them of their natural nutrients and fiber, while often adding unhealthy fats, sugars, and artificial ingredients. The result is a food product that is energy-dense but nutrient-poor, contributing to a host of health problems, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. The impact of processed foods on facial development is multifaceted. Firstly, as previously discussed, their soft texture requires minimal chewing, depriving the jaw muscles of the necessary stimulation for proper growth. Secondly, the nutrient deficiencies associated with a diet high in processed foods can negatively impact bone health, potentially affecting facial development. For instance, inadequate calcium intake during childhood and adolescence can hinder bone growth and density, potentially leading to weaker jaw bones. Thirdly, the high sugar content of many processed foods can contribute to tooth decay. Sugar feeds bacteria in the mouth, producing acids that erode tooth enamel. This can lead to cavities, gum disease, and other oral health problems that can indirectly affect facial structure. Section 8. Beyond Aesthetics. Health implications of dietary choices. While the aesthetic implications of jaw shrinkage are undeniable, the health consequences run far deeper. An underdeveloped jaw can lead to a range of issues, including malocclusion, misaligned teeth, and bite problems, often requiring orthodontic intervention. Sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, potentially linked to a smaller airway due to jaw structure. Speech impediments, difficulties with pronunciation and articulation due to jaw and teeth alignment. Headaches and jaw pain, temporomandibular joint disorder or TMJ, can arise from jaw misalignment and muscle tension. Digestive issues, insufficient chewing can lead to incomplete digestion and nutrient absorption. Nutritional deficiencies, a diet reliant on processed foods, often lacks essential vitamins and minerals, affecting overall health. These health consequences underscore the importance of addressing the root cause of the problem, our modern diet. Section 9. Reclaiming Our Bite, a call for dietary change. The trends outlined in this essay paint a concerning picture of the impact of modern diets on our facial development and overall health. However, this is not a deterministic prophecy. We have the power to make informed choices and reclaim our bite. Firstly, we must prioritize whole, unprocessed foods in our diets. Fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains should form the foundation of our meals. These foods provide the essential nutrients and fiber our bodies need while also promoting proper chewing and jaw development. Secondly, we need to be mindful of our chewing habits. Making a conscious effort to chew our food thoroughly, even softer foods, can help to engage the jaw muscles and stimulate saliva production. Thirdly, we can incorporate more hard, chewy foods into our diets. Raw fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, and even chewing gum can provide the necessary resistance to exercise our jaw muscles. Finally, we must advocate for a food environment that supports healthy choices. This includes promoting access to affordable, nutritious foods, reducing the marketing of unhealthy processed foods, and educating the public about the importance of a balanced, whole food diet. Our faces are a reflection of our choices, and by making conscious dietary changes, we can shape not only our facial features, but also our overall health and well-being. Let's reclaim our bite and create a future where strong jaws and healthy smiles are the norm, not the exception.